guest is one of the stars of the hit TV show Game of Thrones. His character is renowned for his prowess on a horse, as well as in between the sheets. Let's see him in action.
I'm very happy about...
Yes. I am as well.
I feel like I'm in a dream.
Yes, me too. Definitely. I've dreamed of a large wedding since I was quite young. The guests, the food, the tournaments. And the bride, of course.
Where were the horses and sex scenes? I think I oversold that. We are delighted to have him on the show. Please welcome him, Finn Jones.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Now, Finn, everyone is raving about this show. It's a huge success, but I'm one of the few who is yet to see it. And after seeing you today, I think I might start watching.
Thanks. What do you say to that?
Yeah, it's putting you on the spot. Why do you think it's become such a roaring success?
I think the story's really great, and I think the level of passion that everyone puts into it, from the creators to the actors to the set designers and to the costume directors, there's so much passion that goes into the show, and we're really telling the story of our times. You know, it's the greatest show on television at the moment. It's fantastic.
Oh, Finn, I cannot agree more. I love it.
Yeah.
Should I call you Knight of Flowers, perhaps?
Yeah, or Solaris.
You're one of my favourite characters. And I tell you what, you're involved. There you are on horseback, handing out some beautiful roses. But you are involved in some pretty racy sex scenes. Do you feel kind of a bit, I don't know, awkward about those? Filming them?
Not really. I think you just play the truth of the scene, and it's so well written. You just kind of get into it. You're just acting, so it's not really.
You're a very good actor.
Do you need some acting lessons, Jess?
just in case anyone who hasn't seen Game of Thrones and doesn't get what we're talking about, but it may surprise you to learn that Solaris, who is a big fan of wedding planning and is also known as the Knight of Flowers, isn't particularly into
women,
girls, dames or damsels. You also spent a lot of time on a horse and fighting. Which do you enjoy more, riding a horse or just cleaving people? With a sword, that is.
Yeah. Riding the horse is great. We had lots of great training, and they had a great stunt team there, so that was really fun. And the sword fighting's great. It's a great show to be a part of.
And you also talked about there's a huge debate about downloading the show, which I think you weighed into a couple of days ago because of obviously kids these days, they just want to get everything on the internet. And Foxtel, which I have to say was very good when I just rang up and said I'd like to upgrade my thing, they just said, "Are you calling to upgrade your subscription to Game of Thrones like everybody else who has called today? If so, just say yes." And I went, yes, and all of a sudden it came on. But what do you think about, you said that, you know, people just downloading it, this is the way of the future, and you weren't particularly fussed if people illegally download it as long as they watch the show. Has anyone chastised you for that? Have you gotten in trouble at all?
No, I don't agree with illegally downloading, but I definitely think the content providers need to get up to date with the times and start, you know, meeting the consumers' demands, which I think Foxtel did really well, so I hear. But to me, as long as the people are watching the show and people are enjoying it and it's getting into their hearts and their minds and they're vibing off it, then that's my job done. That's all I care about.
Well, you've done it very well. Finn, I was quite interested to read that you've come out and sort of spoken against our Prime Minister Tony Abbott and his stance on same-sex marriage.
Yeah, what's up with that? I heard that it was legalised and it was unlegalised. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I just think we live in the 21st century now. People should be allowed to love who they want to love, and it should be recognised by the state and any religion. I think it's ridiculous that we live in such an archaic age.
Well said.
Do you know what? I'd literally like to ask, you know, what the problem is. Like, why can't same-sex people marry? Like, what is the issue?
Finn, that's a question that a lot of Australians are asking of the Prime Minister, I must say. Now, listen, look, I have a quick question for you because I've never seen the program. I've never seen the...
Where have you people been?
You should, it's really good.
But I was talking to our studio audience a minute ago and they said to me that it's a very violent program. Violence and sex. I mean, obviously it's selling because everybody's watching it. Can we expect more violence in the next series? Or greater levels of violence?
there is violence and there is sex, but that's only a small part of it. There's great philosophy in it. There's great economics. There's great political intrigue in it. It's a wonderful story which is really well written, and the sex and the violence is just a very small part to what is a well-rounded and an incredible story.
And dragons. And don't forget dragons. It has lots of dragons. Yes. Now, you can meet Finn and many more faces of TV and film at the Supernova fan event, which takes place at the Melbourne Showgrounds this weekend. Finn Jones, lovely speaking with you.
Yes. Thanks to you guys.
I think he may have just converted 2 more viewers.
Yeah,
what do you reckon, Kerry?
I actually put it on to watch last night, but because I had to get up early to come onto the show this morning, I fell asleep before it started. But it's on record, so I will watch it later.
And it is true. It is an incredibly well-written and sophisticated show, and all the extremely gratuitous sex scenes and horrendous, gory violence is just a bonus.
But I tell you what, you know how different Joe and I are. We both love it.
Yeah.
So
So
there's something for everyone in it.
Yeah.
All right.